All right. So what exactly is a daily routine, right? Well, let me go ahead and ask that question to our audience, and I'm going to ask, what does a daily routine look like to you, right? And then I'm going to ask another question. I'm going to say, what does a daily routine mean to you, right? Sometimes people start online and they do things that they think are just going to make them money now, right? And they go, well, I just want to make money now. I just want to make money now. And we hear this all the time as internet marketers, team leaders, if you will, leaders, people that are leading their team in the internet. And it's a constant cycle of people saying, well, I just want to step 1, 2, 3 to get X, Y, Z result, right? So people are constantly searching for that 1, 2, 3 step to get not only themselves to that next level and actually be able to have a methodical daily process and order, right? But their team to have a daily, methodical process in line, right? And so if you don't have a daily routine yourself, who here thinks, and you can just comment on my wall, who here thinks if you don't have a daily routine, you can just just chime in on the thread here. Who thinks if you don't have a daily routine, your team is, right? And that's what we call delusional. If you think that you not having a daily routine and your team is just going to pick one up very quickly, right? It might be the reason why you're not building a team as quickly as you'd like, right? Or maybe some of you are. This is not to water down anything anyone is doing today, but really get you to open your eyes on what it takes to have massive success on a daily basis, right? So I'm going to give you guys some time to chime in here. And here in just about 2 or 3 minutes, I'm going to open up a PDF. I'm going to open up a document that we've been utilizing inside of Daily Dose Marketing to, actually get people to see what they should be doing on a daily basis, right? So I have a PDF inside of Daily Dose Marketing where people are being able to go through this, and you can check it off, you can print it out, you can get on our webinars, and as we've been having our webinars, we've actually been adding to this daily routine, right? So we're going to open up that PDF here in just a minute, and I'm going to give you guys, and just literally give you guys some of my daily routine, some of our community's daily routine, right? And then bring out a couple of people who have actually been able to implement Daily Dose Marketing and some of the techniques that we've taught about in there. And then not only that, talk about maybe a little bit of the community and why it's actually helping them to have not only a daily routine, but guess what? Inside of Daily Dose Marketing, we pair you guys up with a accountability partner, right? So a lot of times, just like at a job or anything else, we don't have someone barking orders over our back. We're going to do whatever it is that we want to do, right? Which is typically be comfortable, right? So you hear it all the time, get comfortable with being uncomfortable. But do we really know what that means, right? Do we really know what that means to push ourselves to the limit? And I think a lot of times not, and I think a lot of times some people do. So let me go ahead and just read out some of the answers. So daily routine means consistency, structure, 5 to 6 basics of your particular endeavor. Definitely, 5 to 6 things you're going to do on a daily basis, Kevin, to to get your actions done for the day. A daily action plan, edited daily and executed daily to have structure and growth in your business and life. Now, I really like the way you put that, Jeremy, because a daily action plan should be edited daily, right? If something's not working on that daily action plan, get rid of it, right? If something's working, scale it up. If you're getting a result from one thing, then keep doing that one thing. So really like the way you put that, because it should be edited daily, and it's part of what we've been doing inside of Daily Dose Marketing, adding to, editing, things like that. And the community and the accountability partners are really what's helping people to stay focused and to actually hone in and do what they should be doing on a daily basis. So Bonnie says, daily action plan that is based on written goals. Perfect. I mean, it is what it is, right, Bonnie? Consistency, Lance says, the hidden keys needed, definitely. A set of specific tasks done daily, most definitely. A step-by-step routine. And let's see what it looks like. I think you guys pretty much just took your answer and copied it and put it here. And, it's about the same question, I guess, more or less. So once again, if you're on this webinar and you don't have a solid daily routine, or maybe you're looking at making money online, or maybe you're lost, or maybe, you just can't get focused enough to actually do what it takes on a consistent basis to make a significant income, right? So if you don't know me, I'm going to just step into a little bit of my story, only because I do see a couple of names here that might not know my story, right? So just about 4 short years ago, I was actually terminated from my job, right? I had a job where I was making 70, 80 grand a year, 401k, full benefits, right? And I literally was happy with my job, but I was miserable with the time freedom that it provided, right? So what happened is January 2011, we bought our first home, and then March of 2011, I got terminated from that job that I like very much so, right? I like the people. I just didn't like the freedom that it provided because it provided absolutely none, right? I'd work pretty much 12, 16 hours a day for 7, 8 years as a manager, worked for the same company for about 7 years. Point to tell you guys is that when you're working 12, 16, sometimes I was working 20 hours a day, 6 days a week, you really get to realize that there's more to life than just getting a, whatever it was, $2,000, $3,000 paycheck every couple of weeks with bonuses and stuff like that. You realize that it's more so about being home and being with your family, and not only that, being with them, but actually lighting the path and showing them that there's more to life than just going to school, get a job, get in debt, never be able to pay it off, buy a house, never be able to pay it off, et cetera, right? And that's the cycle that most people fall into, and I see it every day when I run into new people. So I just wanted to share a little bit of my story. Of course, we went from trying to figure out the internet to having consistent, five, six, seven, $800,000 days, but more importantly, helping 12 people last year to get to 6 figures, right? So we helped 12 people to create a 6-figure income last year, and are on track this year to do about the same thing. So let me ask this: who actually wants to make 6 figures in their business? Right? A lot of times people, they don't really want to make 6 figures, right? Maybe they just want to make 50,000 a year. Maybe they want to make 40,000 a year just to replace their job. So I asked this question not as a rhetorical question, but really to just dig deep inside and really see who is on this webinar that truly wants to make 6 figures in their business, right? Who wants to make 6 figures? And then there's obviously the other people that want to make, maybe, like I said, 50,000 a year. Maybe they want to make 40,000 a year. Whatever the case may be. All right, so I love it. So Jeremy's Thinking Big, right, which was actually the title of our last event, which was Think Bigger. It was on the back of our T-shirts. And I really want to tell you guys that if you're not thinking big, if you're not thinking bigger, and you're not thinking towards 7 figures, right, what makes you think you're going to get to 6? So yeah, I would definitely say 6 figures is obviously the first stop. Yes, Sue says yes. Jeremy was thinking more like 7. I love it. Love the ambition. Well, one thing I'll tell you right now is in order to get to even 5 figures a year, right, you got to be consistent every single day. I remember coming home from work, working 12, 16 hours a day, sticking my head on that computer and literally closing the door and trying to figure it out 3, 4 hours, and then wake up 3, 4 hours later and go back to work, do it all over again. It was this constant cycle. It was a vicious cycle because I had to deal with, the typical relationship where your spouse doesn't believe that you can actually do these things and make legit money on the internet, right? And that's normal, right? It's actually typical. What I'm finding more and more in internet businesses is that the spouse or the friends or the family totally don't believe what it is that you do, right? And so, cool. Definitely. Daily routine is the key to break the circle of life. I love it. So once again, I got Laura Paris chiming in here. She obviously doesn't know we're on a webinar, but she says, duh, right? And this woman actually met her about 2 years ago or so, and she's definitely making 6 figures in her business, right? So once again, welcome to today's webinar. Anybody that's just chiming in, right? You might have just got an email from GoToWebinar. You might have just saw this on my wall, and we're actually just opening up people's mind. You can go on my wall here and answer some of these questions, all right? Because the true fact of the matter is, if you're here, it's not that you might not have a daily routine, right? It's just that and I'm going to share with you guys what some of our members are actually doing inside of Daily Dose Marketing, right? And before I open that up, I want to let you guys know that this is an open webinar, so anybody can hop on. You can share this. After I get this uploaded to YouTube, you guys can use this as influence to get people into your team. You can use this to get people to get into Daily Dose Marketing with you, where you'll receive, 50% commissions, all right? And if you don't understand how to get 50% commissions, how to get an accountability partner, and how to actually get started with Daily Dose webinar, or excuse me, Daily Dose marketing, stick around to the end of this webinar. We're going to cover that all for you. All right, so once again, let me go ahead and get to the point here. And let me go ahead and open up this, actually it's going to be Daily Dose, let's see here, that would be, nope, that's actually on webinar number 2. And this is the one I'm looking for here. All right, so this actual PDF is inside of the Daily Dose Marketing members community group, if you will, right? And inside of module number 1, which is actually closed to the public, if you will, right? But we are giving away module number 2, and I'm going to tell you how to get module number 2 by the end of this webinar, all right? And module number 2 really breaks down module number 1. It's just you don't get everything, all right? So here's what we break down, guys, inside of Daily Dose Marketing is, you know, how to get a daily action plan and methods of operation, right? Giving value in the shape or form of video, webinar, Facebook, or blog posts, right? This is your number 1 thing you should be thinking about in the morning is, you know, how can I come out and give value to my marketplace? How can I let them know that I'm here, right? Which is we call our 4-step process, which you can see inside of number 2 webinar, which is create content and become relevant, right? So as you can see this morning when I woke up, I created a post, and it looks like I got a little bit buried here. No big deal. But I created a post that, yeah, I got to go a little bit further back here. All right, I created a post that taps into the power of attending live events, and it talks about how, you know, my life changed when I went to live events, and just talking about belief and encouraging people, right? This is what you call value, all right? A simple story of what took you from $6,000 to $13,000 the next month, and then letting people know you believe in them, letting them know that, you know, what it is that you did and what it is that they can do to get to that level is value, right? So a lot of people, sometimes they overthink this value thing, right? So give value in the shape or form of a video, webinar, Facebook post, right? And I'm going to kind of move quickly through this stuff only because I got a lot I want to share with you guys today, and I want you guys to hear not just from me, but from some of the existing members that are implementing this process into your business. Notice that we didn't start this webinar saying, if you want to make $5,000 by tomorrow, hop on this webinar. Why? Because I don't want to attract those people, right? For quite a while, I attracted those people that were just looking to make money. And guess what? Once I increased the quality of people that I put myself around, the people that were actually looking to do work, surprise, on a daily basis, my business changed dramatically, right? I stopped getting the tire kickers a lot, right? I still get them. We all do. But I stopped getting them approaching me like I was, you know, I owed them something, right? People see the value when it comes to a daily routine. So the second thing you want to do is you want to actually be part of or host your own conference call or webinar on a weekly basis. Now, why is this important, right? Because you need to connect with your community. Why is it important for me to have this webinar today, right? I could be kicking back, watching TV, drinking a Corona, or doing whatever it is that I do, right? Hanging out with the kids. And the fact of the matter is that I'm not. I'm here with you giving value because I'm focused on a sustainable, consistent business, right? So that's why a daily routine that's why a daily or a weekly conference call is vastly important, right? It attracts people, it gives value, which is the number 1 step, right? And then, you know, you need to email your list every day, right? Once you create some kind of value, and like we talk about in module number 1, this is kind of vague, but we really open the book in module number 1 at DDM. You want to email your list every day, right? And you want to literally start to actually build a list. So how do you build a list, and what do you email your list, right? Well, you're going to actually email your list. Like I could actually make a blog post out of that post that I showed you. I'm not going to pull it up again. But most of the time what I'll do is I'll make blog posts out of my Facebook posts. I'll elaborate on them a little bit. Ashley will, you know, add in some pictures and some video, and then she'll send out an email because she does that aspect of our business, right? Right, so that's the next thing, all right? And finding some productive ways to leverage your time, which we get more into that in module number 2, which is free, and I'm going to tell you how you can get module number 2 and where you can get module number 2 by the end of today's webinar, right? But once again, finding some ways like software to leverage your business, right? So you're not sitting at your computer all day long, okay, doing this stuff. And I have about, just on this Mac alone, probably about 6 or 7 softwares that I run. Now I have probably about 6 or 7 that I run on PC as well to leverage my time, to get people to inbox me. I have softwares that message people on Facebook. I have softwares that post on people's Instagrams. I have softwares that post on people's Twitters. But the point is, it gets them to contact me, and then I'm able to open up and see what that person needs. And so that's step number 4. Step number 5 is posting lifestyle pictures and put your links in them, right? So I'm going to give you an example, and I did this once again in module number 1. I really break this down. Is this, and just so you guys know, this actual Instagram had like 380 members 2 days ago. Actually helped a good friend of mine yesterday put in some flooring, probably the first manual work I've done in quite a while. But as you can see here, 2 days ago, 380 members. Now it's got followers. Now it's got 563 followers, and this is one of about 8 to 10 Instagram accounts that I have, leading back to my website, leading back to, you know, a phone number to text me, to get in contact with me, right? So it's all about numbers. It's about getting people to actually approach you first. I got 9,000. This is one of my main, lead monster, of course, Instagram accounts. But here's step 5, is post pictures on your wall that just blatantly put your website out there, because people are very visual nowadays. So you can see here, 160 now FB Rampage. And I wouldn't be surprised if one of the people on this webinar is already going to one of these websites, because it's just how our mind works, right? You see something and you're like, oh, let me check it out, right? Let me see what he's doing. And so that's step 5, is posting lifestyle pictures and put your links in them. Use like PicStitch or something on your smartphone to edit that picture, and do this about 2 to 4 times daily, right? Now, here's where I'm going to digress a little bit, for the simple fact that the accountability partners, and we'll go over this. I won't sit here and do this for everybody, because I want to give value today. But Jeremy, can you just shout out who your accountability partner was? Because we actually, every single webinar, new members are joining. So what we do is we pair and team up people with an accountability partner, so that they have someone to bounce their ideas off of. They have someone to maybe get mentored by. They have someone to, give them different ideas of what it takes to actually get a solid daily routine. So if you want to throw that out there, Jeremy, you can drop it in the chat thread, and I'll go ahead and just add that in there. So let's move past that. And here's what people are doing now, and I'm going to have them come out and tell me if that's working or not. Like I said, you're going to hear from a couple of these members, is create a marketing group based on general marketing ideas such as Facebook group training, motivational stuff, and lifestyle marketing, right? And Sue Lim, that's right, awesome. Yeah, Sue is a badass, and so it's definitely Jeremy and Sue, awesome. Now, what they're doing inside of this group is posting. These are some of the steps, guys. These are just a few of the steps, and then obviously we get into module number 3, where we talk about funnel setup and landing pages and Hootsuite automation and different things like that to automate your business. So let me just ask this: is there anybody? I guess just raise your hand on the webinar deal here. If you want to come out and speak about DDM or your daily routine in specifics, go ahead and just raise your hand or chime in and let me know you want to come out. Because here's what I want to do, guys, and I'm going to give you guys some more value here after they come out and speak. I'm going to show you what I do on a weekly basis to make sure that my week goes very smoothly, right? Imagine planning out your whole week on a Sunday, right? And that's pretty much what I do. Is on Sundays, I map out what it is that I'll be doing for the rest of the week. And if you don't have a daily action plan for the week, you're just going on a daily basis thinking that you're going to make some type of money, right? So awesome. Abel put this is a money sandwich for entrepreneurs. I think it's kind of funny, because a lot of people don't realize that it's not all about money, and that's cool. Maybe he's joking, but maybe he's not. Maybe he doesn't understand that the internet and building a business are for lunch is a whole lot tastier. All right, so once again, I'm going to save some the Q&A for the end of the webinar, Reggie. So let's keep moving forward. But let me go and see if anybody wants to come out and give some value in reference to DDM, and let them know what it is that they do or have been doing. Let's see. I know it's Kenny on here, or Jeremy. Yo, Jeremy, are you there?
Yeah, man, bro.
You there, brother? All right, cool. You want to come out and give some value in, or just maybe just give the audience an idea of, what you've actually been doing on a daily, consistent basis, and what it is that you feel has been helping you by having that consistent routine.
Yeah, sure. Well, let me first just say that, before I did come into this daily dose marketing, I was actually, just getting online, and my daily routine was wake up, go to my emails, and get lost in every email that I had, right? It would send me
Right.
to different websites, or it would remind me of things that I forgot to do or something like that, right? So, getting into the daily dose marketing, actually creating an action plan, where I actually write down what it is that I have to do. Things like waking up in the morning. I have a ritual, and judge me if you want, because I don't care. But I'll lay inside the bathtub with some nice warm water, and I'll pop on some motivational audio, for about 30, 45 minutes, jump out, and then I'll go to my emails. But instead of actually going through all my emails, I'll just trash my trash and save what I have to go through. And I'll save that for later on, because that does take a little more time. And then I'll go in, post inside groups, share some value, create a training or two, email my list, and continue on with the list that I made for the rest of the day that I have to do. And like I said, without
Yes,
the
sir.
marketing plan, I would still just be waking up, going to emails, and getting lost all day long.
Well, man, I appreciate the feedback. And what would you say to somebody that doesn't have a daily routine and thinks that, because maybe, I don't know, maybe you thought like this before. I've definitely thought like this before, right? I get on these webinars and I go, man, give me the goods, right? Show me how to make money. Just tell me what to do, right? And I'll do it, right? Tell me what to, tell me what you're doing and I'll just do it, right? I mean, it's kind of like telling me, it's kind of like telling a fighter pilot, saying, hey, man, just show me how to fly the airplane and I'll just do it, right? So and it kind of makes me laugh inside because I think it's funny. No one on this webinar, I guarantee, unless you have prior experience, could just get out there and just fly an airplane, right? And so that's why I laugh when people say, well, Jermaine, just tell me what to do and I'll do it, right? But what would you say to someone that maybe has that type of mentality where it's like, just give me the goods and I'll go out and do it? What would you say to somebody like that, Jeremy?
I would say that you have been lost, you're lost now, and you will be lost up until you actually come together and get a daily action plan, and pull out that map so you know where to navigate throughout your path while you're flying, if you're that pilot.
Right. Yeah, you definitely got to have the navigation on, right? Is what you're saying is part of it. But if you don't know how to turn the navigation on, or you don't know how to get in the plane itself, you got a problem, right?
Right.
Cool. All right, man. Well, hey, thanks for sharing, Jeremy. I appreciate the feedback. I definitely see you getting a lot out of it amongst others, but I appreciate the feedback, man.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Let's grow. All right, 1 second. Let me see if I can bring out somebody else in reference to a daily routine. I'm not sure. I think Sue might just be listening in. Um, I know Reggie is getting a lot out of it. I mean, even Christiane, I'm just not sure. It doesn't look like they have a phone line to chime in. Let me bring out Reggie. I think Reggie might have a mic.
Yeah, I got one. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, basically on my daily routine, what I did was I was basically like what Jeremy said. The first thing I would do is I would get online and I would get lost. I would be all over the place. But the thing is that what I did was I found that even with the daily dose marketing, sometimes I still would get lost, but I wasn't as lost as I was, as I was learning. But that basically helped me learn. So the things that I was supposed to do, that's what I wrote down, and that's what I learned. Not to do this right here. Okay, I need to jot down. This is something I don't need to do. But at the same time, it was time for me to learn to I need to learn what not to do in order for me to show somebody else that in order for me to teach somebody else, whether it's my team or somebody just coming in online, because I'm pretty sure like myself, I was the same way as everybody else was. And everybody just get online and get lost. Everybody think about money, money, money because of their current situation. So basically what I would do is I would take the time and learn, like, step one, I might learn about video marketing, and then I would master that. Step two, I might learn about syndication. I would learn that and master that. Then step three, I would learn article marketing, and then, just so on and so on and so on. So then after I learned to master all of those, then what I would do is I would find a way to create a way to fit it into my daily routine. I might not be able to do all of it in one day, but at least every day when I wake up, take at least an hour or two, a couple of hours a day, or how much time I have, and fit at least one of those routines into my daily routine. So just like we have to get up in the morning, brush our teeth, gargle, wash our face, and then get ready for work, we have a daily routine for going to somebody else, making them money. So why not create a daily routine for ourselves? So it is mandatory that if you're going to be successful, that you're going to have to create a daily routine for yourself, because if you don't, you're going to lose. So and basically in all that, I just said that to say this. Number one, find something and try to master it once at a time, whether it's video marketing, article marketing, social media marketing. Find something you can do and then master that. Then once you master that, then you move on to something else, and then find out what's working and find out what's not. That's part of doing your research. So that's
Right.
how I usually, that's what I found as far as like doing a daily routine for me. And
Okay,
so
cool,
that's
man.
what anybody would do. That's what anybody needs to do,
I
in my
agree.
opinion.
I love what you said about it's just like getting up and washing our face and you know brushing our teeth and doing whatever we do as individuals to um, get that result where we don't walk somebody by somebody and they say, "Man, have you taken a shower today?" Right? Um, and I say it like that only because if we think of showering and brushing our teeth and going to the restroom, just like we think about our daily routine as as something that has to take place, we'll be a lot better off in our business. So great analogy, Reggie. Thank you.
All right.
All right, cool guys. So you guys heard from a couple of members that are really digging into this information, right? And this is something that let me just tell you where this stemmed from, right? I got a lot of people that are successful in our circle, right? I got a lot of duplication going on with my teams. Really, there's a lot of days where I do absolutely nothing except my daily routine, and I can do it in less than an hour now, right? So there's a lot of days where I work less than an hour, 30 minutes, and I'm done. And what happens is I got such a duplicatable team is that we make money because our team is making us money, right? Well, reason why I decided to create this course and to start it at 27 bucks, it's now at 32, going up to 37 once I get off this webinar, and probably be 197 by this time next month, is because I wanted something to develop something along with the community, along with the people as it goes on, and develop these modules so that you guys really realize that without a daily routine, you're lying to yourself, right? Without brushing your teeth, without going to the restroom, without doing all these things like Reggie said on a daily basis, you're lying to yourself, right? You're probably not going to live the quality of life that you would like to without taking a shower, right? Or without doing all these different things like Reggie said, brushing your teeth, going to the restroom. Your life is going to be stuffed up. All right, so here's the thing, guys, is daily routines are huge in this business. So what I decided to do was create a course that was going to allow everyone to receive, 50% commissions, right? And I'm not going to talk about how today because we covered that in module number 2, right? We covered how to receive 50% commissions for DDM inside module number 2. And I had to ask some of the members, and some people said I'm crazy and stupid. They said, Jermaine, you're giving away module number 2 for free. Are you crazy? Right? Well, I'm going to be open and blunt here. It's kind of like a teaser, but I mean, module number 2 alone is worth the 32 or 37 bucks, depending on whenever you get in or you got in, right? Alone. I'm telling you right now. And if you don't take my word for that, you're going to be sick to your stomach when you finally do watch it, right? A lot of times people give away stuff for free and they don't value it. Well, we have enough sustainability in our business and consistency that I can give away as much information as I would like for free and I'm still going to make money, right? So what we wanted to do was give away module number 2, and the basis of module number 2 is create value and become relevant, create value in content and become relevant, right? Which is what most six-figure earners that I know do on a daily basis. I don't care if they're doing video marketing, blogging, creating funnels, creating systems, creating products or training for people. They're creating value and releasing that on a daily basis. That's part 2, is syndicate and release. All right. And inside of module number 3, we're actually going to get into the syndication process that I go through and the releasing process that I go through to release our blogs, to release our content out of the internet. And I'm going to show you on my screen literally how I'm doing a lot of this, right? So if you don't get it out there, nobody sees you. And once again, we talk more about this in module number 2, which is free. All right. Number 3, connect and extract why. All right. This is one thing I got really, really good at, is connecting with people on a daily basis, right? Not every other day or not every other week. On a daily basis, I connect with people and extract their why. Like, hey, man, what's going on? Why are you doing what you do? Right? Because a lot of people, well, I just lost my job. I just want to make money. No, that's not what I mean. Why do you want to make money? Well, I just lost my job. Why did you just lose your job, right? And asking those right questions is going to dig a little bit deeper. Well, I actually didn't like my job because I'm an entrepreneur and I knew I could make it on the internet, and I just want a step 1, 2, 3 process to make money online, right? And then the truth starts to come out. Well, I lost my job, and I've been doing marketing for 3 years, and I did it while I was doing my job, and I really want this. And I kind of gave up mentally at my job because I didn't really want to be there. I wanted to be free like all the other entrepreneurs, but I cannot figure out why I can't do this. I can't figure out why the gurus are making money and I'm not, right? So that's your connect and extract why. Once you have that, then you can use that. I don't want to say against the person, but you can use that as a process to understand the person, right? And then divert their attention from your blog post to something happy. And I talk more about that in module 2, right? I'm not going to get into that right now. But you can ask questions like, how's the weather? How's your kids? How's your family? Have you ever done freebie stuff? And this, like I said, you're going to have to watch module number 2 to understand all this. This is our notes from the last module, but it is free. And module number 3 will be starting Tuesday at noon. And that will be recorded as well. So, once again, extracting their why and figuring out why people do what they do, it lets people know that you're human, right? And you're not just there to sell them, well, hey, join my team. Click this link or I'm not talking to you, right? A lot of people take that approach, and it makes me sick, right? Because I could take that approach if I wanted to as well, right? But I believe in connecting with people and figuring out why they're doing what they're doing, which is why I have such a loyal following, people that make us a lot of money per year, because I'm able to connect and figure out what their why is and tap more into their life versus just tapping into why they want to make money. All right, enough of that. Offer and move on, right? Make an offer that's irresistible. Once you know what they want and you say, well, look, if I can help you get more time with your kids and help you make the type of money that you were making at your job, solve their problem, right? That solves their problem. If you join today, right, I'd be willing to offer a 3-way call or a bonus or a software that you have. And then ask the question, are you ready to join the team? Are you ready to get going with me? Right? If people ask you, hey, well, can we get on the phone? Oh, it depends. Are you ready to go? Right? I work with people that are motivated and ambitious. As soon as you click that join link and you get started, then let's hop on the phone. Until then, let's be friends and network here on Facebook. No big deal, but I prioritize my team. All right, so this is the offer and move on. And then, once again, if they say no, it's like, all right, I'm off to a team call, a team webinar training, and a 3-way call or whatever. I'll talk to you later. People love dealing with busy people, and we talk more about that in module number 2 as well, which is free. All right, so I wanted to give everybody on today's webinar for showing up, I wanted to give them our 4-step process on how to stay relevant, become relevant and stay relevant. I actually made this up, and it's something that I felt would really help people condense their 10 or 15-step daily process. And so if you do these 4 steps, let me just bring it up one more time. If you do these 4 steps, and I say this in module number 2, I believe, if you do these 4 steps, and you're not having at least a consistent result, I don't mean making money, but a consistent result, and you're growing and you have people connecting with you and all the things that we talk about are not happening, and you can actually show me where you've done this stuff, I'll work with you one-on-one. Because I know what I'm teaching inside of here works, It's just most people never follow the training because they go, Jermaine, show me the goods, show me how to do Facebook PPC, and show me how to do Bing, and show me how to do viral videos, and show me how to blog like you. So they look past the fact that they need a daily routine. Now, I'll tell you what, every single six-figure earner that we assisted in developing or developed last year has somewhat of a daily routine similar to this. All right, so let me say that again. Every single six-figure earner, 12 of them last year that we assisted in developing, has somewhat of a similar daily routine. Now, I took that down. That PDF is available inside of the Daily Dose Marketing group, right? But here's what I wanted to share, and I haven't even shared this yet with the people inside of Daily Dose Marketing. This is my actual, well, you know, I got different, obviously, documents that I keep on my computer, but this is one I started today. And what it is actually my daily assignments for my following, for my team, for my Facebook group, for my chats, right? And I'm mapping out the whole week. Why? Because I'm going to be speaking in Jersey on, you know, Thursday through the weekend or whatever, and I won't be around. So what I'm doing is I'm literally going to give myself the text here every day today. I won't leave this until I'm done with Sunday's assignment, and then I'll be back Sunday and I can start again, right? Or maybe while I'm on the plane that night coming back to California, I can go ahead and start up my next weekly assignments for my following, my team, whatever you want to say. And so what this allows you to do is give your team steps, all right? And we're going to talk about monetization in module number 4 on how you can actually set up processes like this and then monetize and expose and syndicate yourself while actually giving people assignments, right? So you start to fall into that leadership role versus the always following and things like that. And so once again, inside of our groups, inside of Daily Dose Marketing, we're actually giving you guys daily assignments, right? And I didn't do one today because it's Sunday. The only day I'm not going to do them is Sunday. And I'm up, you know, Mondays I typically might ask people to catch up. You guys can just look at my steps here and things like that. But, you know, I have 2 different or sometimes 3 and 4 different Monday texts. But these texts are forward thinking, me thinking about what's going to happen on Friday, right? What maybe topic should I do on Friday or Thursday? How would that align with my week, right? Oh, I'm going to be in Jersey on Wednesday, right? How would that align? Or I'm going to be, you know, or excuse me, Jersey on Thursday, right? And today's assignment is to plan out your week for you and your team. So I'll probably do a video in Jersey right when I get off the plane talking about planning out your week. And then I'll add it in with my texts and my steps, and I'll tell my team to watch that video. So guys, forward thinking, planning, and you know, processing things and information that you're going to be doing in the future is huge. If you're staying stuck in the now, it's good to live in the now, but if you're staying stuck in the now, you're going to hate yourself pretty quick. All right, so James said my computer. Yeah, it's like I still got plenty of time. I'm actually going to be cutting this out pretty short here, or shortly here, James. So I appreciate you giving me that warning. I got my charger on deck right here, but I hear you. All right, so guys, here's the thing. I want to get into some Q&A, right? And let's do this. Please post on my thread here. I just don't want to fill up my wall with questions, and you know, I want people to see, you know, my value when they come to my wall as well. So post it on the thread, please, and let me just ask who has any questions when it comes to daily routine. All right. I want to take some Q&A, but I will say this. If you're not part of Daily Dose Marketing and you're not in the group, you don't have an accountability partner, you're not in the chat thread, you're not getting daily assignments, I highly suggest you get back to whoever sent you here today. You grab their link, you sign up now because it's only $32. I'm telling you, this information will be $197, and it will sell. It will sell at $197 for who knows how long, right? Because it's the type of information that everybody needs. And it's the type of information I like to release, just like with Affiliate Beast Mode. Everybody needs to learn how to become a better affiliate, hence the term Affiliate Beast Mode, and we teach you how to become a better affiliate. So once again, if you don't have a daily routine, you're lying to yourself. And if it's not what you're looking for, get off the webinar. Just get off now. If you're not looking to get a daily routine and get things in place, right, to sustain your business, you're probably not the type of person I want to work with or the people inside of our Daily Dose Marketing group, because the people inside of there understand consistency. We are not those overnight get money, show money, flash money type of people, although I do show results and I will talk about money and I will flash money every once in a while. But I tell you this, it's not my focus. Why? Because my focus is people. All right, there's too many people that say, oh, I just want to make $10,000 online. Well, you got to word that differently. How about helping 10 people this year to make $10,000 online? Do you not think that if you help 10 people make $10,000 a month, you're not going to be making $10,000 a month yourself, right? So here is my suggestion to you right now is grab the link, whoever sent you here today, sign up for Daily Dose Marketing, grab an accountability partner, become part of our community, watch module number 2 on literally how to, module number 2 on how to, implement a daily action plan. We might not, I might make that video private, right? And make sure you get whoever sent you here, you get their link, right? I want to make sure you get that link, but here is module number 2, and I'm going to go ahead and drop that on my wall here, and where everybody was chiming in. And I'm going to leave that open for you guys to go ahead and check that out, but make sure whoever you buy DDM from for $32 until midnight, that you go ahead and you join with them, all right? And we'll find you an accountability partner. We'll show you how to get 50% commissions on this, right? And we'll actually show you how you can get 50% commissions on some other products that we have coming out as well. This is one of many products that we have, and I don't tell you this to sell you a bunch of products. I tell you this because all the information that you need to sustaining your business is right in front of your face. All right, so if you've been following me for any time, you know that everything you have is right in front of your face, and your success is right on the other side of fear, right? So if you're fearing sitting there for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, watching training videos, whether it's mine or what you already have in front of you, think again, guys. I'm telling you right now, daily action plans, being consistent is literally what has helped us take our business to 6 figures, and then not only just get to 6 figures and then drop out, but actually 6 figures and be consistent, right? That's the key. Is a lot of people get high, they get up there and then they drop back out. The key is consistency, guys. So